Hello everybody, that runner Matt here, and today we are just gonna go with a little midweek catch-up for week number 4 of the Abingdon Marathon training plan, week 4 of 10, he says. Yeah, we are going good, and for this week's one, I've actually got a bit of footage from my run yesterday that I'm going to try and put over the top, and hopefully that'll play ball, and you won't have to see me for the rest of the video. You'll just see where I'm running. Right, so the plan for this week, Monday, well, I say the plan, is what I've done and what I'm going to do, so half plan, half can't plan. Monday was a long run, a bit longer than I sort of planned. I ended up, seeing a route that I like the look of and got a little bit lost. So, that ended up being closer to, I think it was 18.5 in the end, as opposed to the 15 or perhaps 16 I'd planned. Had a gel, didn't have any liquid, so that was certainly a struggle as summer arrives once again in the UK. And looks like it's going to be here all week, so it's going to be an entire week of interesting runs. Tuesday, as you can see on the screen, we have got, I think that's the second effort of I did 2 lots of 2 miles at marathon pace, with which totaled 15 miles, including all the easy miles. Just really trying to keep the volume up and get it in early in the week, especially with the race on Saturday. Today and Thursday, even right now, I'm still pondering which day to have off. I think having the Wednesday off, it worked quite well last week. It was obviously needed because I like running the day before a race, so I couldn't take the Friday off, which is what I normally do if I'm racing the Sunday. But I couldn't take the Thursday off because it was motivation. I was racing on the Thursday, so I had to take the Wednesday off. So I'm still not quite sure whether to take the Wednesday or the Thursday off this week. Obviously, if you follow me on Strava, you might see it before this video comes out, so you might know before I do, really. In any case, Friday will be much like the Friday previous. It will just be a shorter run, probably 10k, and then I will go out and chuck some strides in at the end. And then just relax as much as possible before the race on Saturday at Woodstock. Again, hopefully we will get a few clips for the channel. Woodstock is a 12-miler. It'll be about a mile or so warm-up, maybe a mile and a quarter. And then if I feel like it, as it's a 4-mile lap, it's 3 laps of 4 miles, I might do either another lap or I'll go back on the course because it's quite wide, and go back, cheer people in, and try and get as much extra mileage as I can after the race for that. And then Sunday, much like last week, it's probably going to be it's probably going to be just making up the numbers, see what number I'm on in terms of mileage, and then getting to a multiple of 5, which is, one of the things I like to do is get to around an 80 or an 85, which is what I ended up doing last week. And then that'll be it for it'll be a taper then after that for the Chippenham half the week after. I also need to add in Callum Nixon. If you haven't seen already, I've commented, replied to your comment on the video of the giveaway. If you don't reply to that, probably I'm going to give you another 24 hours from date of posting. So it'll probably be about 5 o'clock tomorrow. If you don't claim it by then, I will probably respin. So that's just that'll just be an extra warning to you to claim your giveaway prize, otherwise it will go to someone else. So yes, I'm very happy with the session on Tuesday. possibly I had it in my head that I was going to do 3-2-1, like 3 mile at pace, 2 mile at pace, 1 mile at pace, with potentially the same amount of mileage as recovery. It was ridiculously hot. I mean, I went out in a sleet, pretty much what I normally race in, you know, the tiniest shorts I have, and a vest. Wore the Tempo Next Percent, so they're like one down from the Vaporfly, Alphafly sort of shoes, so they still give you a bit more decent energy return than, say, like a Pegasus 39 or 40, which I currently wear for my easy runs. But they're still not an all-out racer. Although I did actually use some for, which half was it? It was Forest of Dean half in autumn 2021, mainly because I didn't actually have a pair of Alpha or Vaporflies at the time. I only had the Tempo Next Percents, but they were, I think they're very beneficial, especially on the climbs, with the energy return in the foam and the pods. Again, went into this session with only one gel and no liquid. Even after the Monday, I probably should have taken some with me, but I knew I wasn't. You know, I had the route in my head, so I knew where I was. I knew I was going to be a little less panicked, I think, because on the Monday I ended up at one point, and I'm like, I'm actually really quite far away from everything here. But yes, I got away with it in the end, although I did come back and just douse myself in cold tap water. But at the end of the day, it's decent training in terms of, you know, if I'm running the course on race day, you know, for Abingdon, and I potentially, you know, I miss a bottle, I miss a gel, I'm going to be down X amount of milliliters or carbs, or even the combination, having the Lucozade, obviously it's got the liquid and the carbs. So knowing I can at least do a few miles at that pace with a lot of mileage in the legs without the full nutritional advantages that I could give myself, yeah, it puts me in a good place in the legs and in the mind. Yeah, it's not something I'd essentially recommend to someone on their first or perhaps even their second marathon training block to go into things under fuel or do your sessions without the correct fueling, because your body as you've seen in most running videos, tips, your body needs to be adapted and prepared for this sort of situation. I've done, you know, whether on purpose or not, I've done runs that I am critically underfueled for, both before and during, and, you know, I've suffered, and there can be times where I get back and I'm like, I don't want to go out again. But now my body is a lot more adapted to it, especially doing the ultras, and I think all but one of my ultras have been pretty hot ones as well, so it certainly has been a process, but obviously we need to trust the process, whether you mean to do it or not. It's certainly perhaps sometimes it's not the best process, but it's a process all the same. That is it for today's midweek catch up. Like, share, subscribe, all the good stuff. And hopefully I will see you on Sunday for a vlog/race recap of the Woodstock 12. Until the next one, trust the process. Bye.